Raegan, good to see you again. Welcome back to Pop Alternative.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
I'm excited to chat with you. I mean, there's so much obviously to talk about, the final season of Young Sheldon. And I kind of want to know because, you know, you look at, season one and now you look at this final season, I feel like the mindset and the preparation could be seen very differently in everything. So what was that like kind of mindset wise compared like season one compared to the final season now, Raegan, for you?
I mean, my mindset in season one was kind of just knowing my lines and being at work on time. That was like
Yeah.
it was just I was so young. I was just like focused on having so much fun. Knew that it was going to be the final season. So my goal was kind of to be as present and like in the moment as possible. There was
Yeah.
a lot more hugs and hanging out. This year we had so many fun times on set.
Mhm. And it's like you like season one for everyone, like you've never played this character before. So it's like,
Yeah.
season like this, like other seasons, even season two, are naturally just going to be different because it's the introduction stage for everyone involved, if you think about it,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. Besides Missy, because Missy's growth and arc is incredible and it's up there. It's, in my opinion, it's top three of the show. Is there a character that you really like enjoyed watching the arc and the growth specifically besides your character on Young Sheldon?
I probably would have to say Georgie.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching that character grow up so much. We've watched him come a long way. I love seeing where he's at now, in the show. He's such a good dad
Yeah.
and husband and all around family guy. And I mean, like, that's what's crazy is that that's Montana in real life. Georgie and Montana, there's no difference.
That's
They're the same.
crazy.
And like he's going to have a baby in real life and like babies due soon, and he loves his family, and I'm so very proud of Montana. I love him very much.
100%. Last time you were on the show, you talked about, you going to the school of Annie Potts, you called it, because you learn all the
Yes.
time from Annie
It's
Potts.
the best school. I recommend everyone go.
I kind of want to know, like you said, you talked with last time about some learning experiences specifically, but like now, kind of with the final season, like for future projects and everything, what were like big kind of learning experiences from your whole kind of experience on Young Sheldon that you'll be able to take for future projects? Would you say?
I mean, being just on this show was like a master class in acting and how to be not even how to be a good actor, but how to be a good human.
Mhm.
Everyone on this show, cast and crew alike, are so talented and they're so professional, and I love all of them. And we have like just such an incredible casting crew. So just being on set and just getting to be in their presence and just watch them work has been honestly the greatest learning experience for me. No one has an ego. Everyone is so just chill and down to earth, and they're just incredible people. And I love them. And I'm so happy to have worked with them for so long.
It's really cool. And it's interesting as well because the family sitcom and like some have laugh tracks. Young Sheldon doesn't have a laugh track. Big Bang Theory had a laugh track. This does it. But I just find it funny because and I'm wondering if this happens maybe a little after you wrap an episode and you're at home thinking about it. But like, were you ever conscious of an audience member watching Young Sheldon while you were making it, or does that kind of happen afterwards? Would you say because the audience like the big part of it, right? That's the whole point. It's the end game to make something for the audience.
Yes. I don't, I mean, trying to think back, I don't think I ever was conscious about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have such great respect and confidence in what our writers are creating. I know it will land. I know our audience is going to love it because they're so talented. And there's always a certain amount of like heart and humor that's balanced so well in our scripts. And our audience has been so great going on this journey with us for the past 7 seasons.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think I ever was conscious about it, but I feel like reading scripts sometimes I would think about it, but not while filming a scene.
Yeah. It's so crazy you mentioned that about like the heart and the comedy because that's literally my experience watching Young Sheldon. I will like laugh out loud and then I will be like, oh my God,
Yep.
that's yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Literally, that's
That's
like my
that's how it
experience.
was. That's how it was because some days we would go to set and we would have like a really funny scene and we all would be like crying, laughing, and then we would come to set and it'd be a sad scene and we would all just be sobbing anyways. And I
So
feel
like
like that's
crying for two different reasons on
yeah,
Young Sheldon. Yeah.
crying for different reasons, different kinds of tears.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's one of my things specifically, and it's really cool because Big Bang Theory always had sprinkles of that. Where you'd watch Big Bang Theory, I laughed most of the time, and then it had a lot of those moments where it had heart and everything. Specifically, sometimes those moments where like we did meet like Sheldon's siblings, you know what I mean, and everything. There was some of that, but Young Sheldon really is that 50-50 of like heart and laugh out loud jokes. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's very hard to do in a show. And that's why I think it's one of my favorite shows.
Our writers, I'm telling you, they know what they're doing. They're geniuses.
So good. Any particular like memorable moments on set from this season you could share specifically?
Hmm. I think maybe one of my favorite days on set, we were wrapping out like a lot of our guest stars, like series wrapping, and it was all very emotional. And we pulled out like that green couch that's in the living room, pulled it off of set and onto the stage, and our entire cast just sat and hung out for hours. And we were there for all the guest stars whenever we like wrapped.
Wow.
And it was so sweet and emotional, but it was also like so much fun. And we just wanted to be together and hang out. It was amazing. I wish we'd done that more often throughout the years.
Were there a lot of like pranks on set at times? Because you mentioned like Montana's like Georgie, and I feel like Georgie is a prankster. Like, was there any like pranks on set ever? Like, yeah.
So there's one memorable one
Okay.
where it's I almost killed Lance Barber because we had a jar of fake cockroaches.
Oh my God.
And so we would hide these around set. And my mom and I went into Lance's dressing room and we were like hiding them everywhere. And I had the genius idea because it was the same color to put them in a jar of raisins.
Oh my
And
goodness. This
and
is
so
definitely gonna end very well for someone.
my TV dad gets to work the next day and he's making himself some oatmeal and put some raisins in it and almost dies because he took a bite and realized that there was this plastic thing, but he told me, he was like, I almost swallowed the plastic cockroach. Like, he was like, why are you trying to kill me? It was so funny, and I
Oh,
felt so bad. And then, of course, Lance had to go around set and tell everyone that I attempted to kill him
with a cockroach.
with
Oh
a
my
cockroach. Yeah.
goodness. That's wow.
So
I did not.
not wrong on young Sheldon.
I thought, when you started telling me that story, I thought you were saying like he did a prank on you because you're like, I almost killed him, but you actually like
Oh, that was me. That was a prank of a I
that was
killed
your
him.
prank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Final episodes are rolling out of Young Sheldon, the final season. Seven seasons, crazy. I know how it works too, right? You're like they're filmed in sequence and everything. Like I don't even know if you even filmed the last episodes or not. You know what I mean? But I will ask, what can you say without spoilers? What we can expect from the final episodes that have not aired of Young Sheldon?
I mean, it's obviously going to be like very emotional for a lot of different reasons that we're not going to say. So just have your tissues ready. And the last episodes are like all of them are amazing, but the last like three episodes are so beautiful and beautiful and brutal, both at the same time. So it's a lot, but it's amazing. And I was just in awe watching my cast film these scenes. It was very difficult because of the storylines,
Yeah.
and then knowing that the show is ending and you were approaching that like final day and stuff, and it was like slowly creeping up on you. And I'm pretty sure you can see in the last like 4 episodes, like our eyes like teary in the
So it's in the
scenes
can.
because
It's
every
filmed. You
time,
wrapped. Like you wrap the episodes.
yeah,
Okay.
we wrapped like 3-ish weeks ago.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's been eerie. It's very surreal.
It, yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure in scenes you can see like our eyes are like red from crying.
Yeah.
It's rough. Prepare yourself.
But
It's
I'm
something.
like honestly like, the accomplishments of just like 7 seasons of like one of the best like family sitcoms, like you and the cast, I'm sure you are, but you cast and crew, you all should be super proud because it's incredible to see. And you are so good in this as Missy. And
Thank
fingers
you.
crossed we could see Missy again sometime. Let's just like, that's all that's all I'm gonna
Who
say.
knows?
Yeah.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
fingers crossed. Reagan, so great catching up. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Your Instagram account is just your name, Raegan Revord. There's other social medias. They can just check
Yeah.
that out, and they can just follow up to date with everything. Maybe there's some BTS stuff. I don't know, but like,
Of course.
yeah,
Of course. We
awesome.
come behind the scenes.
Of course, but that's like the best thing too about also doing these interviews. That's why I ask a lot of these behind the scenes. Like my questions are not like, tell me about your character. What's Missy up to? They can watch the show to find out
Yeah,
what Missy's up to. But I
exactly.
want to know kind of about the craft and behind the scenes. So they're very kind of behind the scene-esque questions. But awesome. Well, this has been Pop Turnative. YouTube.com/Pop Turnative for previous episodes. You can, of course, catch Raegan Revord as Missy in the final season of Young Sheldon. Until next time, this is Raegan and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.